So yesterday I did a post on the PP Bros. A Filipina jumped into my Instagram inbox and she told me what she is seeing because I have been noticing that we're not seeing so much PP Bro commentary. So I used some of the things that she said in my inbox and I put it in a video yesterday. Well, this morning she jumps back into my inbox and she's like, "Thank you for the feature." And she let me know that their country finally got legalized divorce because before today or yesterday when they voted, women could not get divorced in the Philippines. The Philippines is a very patriarchal, Catholic, conservative country. So women could not get divorced. And I was like, holy it did. And so this comment made me immediately go start looking up news for this Filipino divorce situation. Filipinos have been fighting for divorce for a while now, but the country, like I said, is highly Catholic, conservative, and patriarchal. So, but it just passed today, so let's look at this. Philippine lawmakers passed bill legalizing divorce. The absolute divorce bill is the product of years of work on the part of representatives seeking to amend the country's notoriously restrictive divorce law. The Philippine House of Representatives yesterday approved a bill that legalizes divorce in a limited range of circumstances 6 years after a similar law stalled in the Senate. The Absolute Divorce Bill, which lays out the number of instances in which divorce is permissible, they give a full list. I will go over the full list. It narrowly passed with a slim margin of 126 to 109 votes. So let's go over the list of what is permissible, what is a permissible reason to divorce. Some of the acceptable grounds for divorce: if there is physical violence against the petitioner, a child, or a child of the petitioner; if there is physical violence or moral pressure to change religious or political affiliation. So there's none of that. All right, there is a attempt of the respondent to corrupt or induce the person filing, or a common child or a child of the petitioner into SMEX work. I guess that's a big enough issue over in the Philippines, SMEX work. And we know that considering the whole PP Bros situation. Final judgment sentencing the respondent. Oh, okay. If a person has to go to jail for more than 6 years, so a person could actually get a divorce. My husband is a felon. Can I please get a divorce from him? Drug addiction or alcoholism or gambling, chronic gambling. If the person is a member of the LGBT community and you did not know this, that is grounds for divorce over in the Philippines. If a person wants to bring you into a bigamous relationship, that is not allowed. You can file for divorce because of that. If there was infidelity or perversion or having another child outside of your marriage, that is grounds for divorce. Hold on, they say, except when it was mutually agreed upon by the spouses, a child is born to them through IVF or a similar procedure, or when the wife bears a child after being a victim of rape. So that is the exception if the wife bears a child after being, oh, okay. So the husband can't divorce a wife if she was a victim of rape. Okay, I get it now. If a spouse tries to take the petitioner's life or the life of their child or child of the petitioner, that is grounds for divorce. Abandonment is a grounds for divorce, and it has to be for more than a year. Abandonment for more than a year. When the spouses are legally separated by judicial decree for more than 2 years, now a person can get divorced. So separation, but it has to be 2 years, and then you can file the paperwork. So these are the reasons. This is the list of grounds for divorce. Okay, so the Philippines is the only place outside of the Vatican where divorce was outlawed, largely due to the influence of the Catholic Church. As a result, pro divorce activists say marriages are extremely hard to escape, even in cases of spousal abuse. People wanting to end their marriage are forced into a slow and costly legal process, which involves requesting a court for an annulment or a declaration that the nuptials were never valid to begin with. This can be tricky to prove, and the government can appeal any decision. According to the AFP news agency, this has spawned a genre of scams promising quick and easy access to the necessary court ruling. The absolute divorce bill approved by the House is still relatively conservative. Under the law, there are limited and reasonable grounds for divorce, and a petition will have to undergo judicial scrutiny in order to prevent abuse and collusion of the parties, which is penalized. All right, that was Representative Edsel Langman, the principal author of the draft bill that formed the basis of the legislation. He added that the law does not recognize no fault, quickie, drive through, email, or notarial divorces. The House passage does not guarantee the passage of the bill. Oh my goodness, so it didn't pass. Oh my goodness. In 2018, a similar bill passed the House only to die in the Senate. A primary reason for the restrictive state of the Philippines divorce law is the pervasive influence of the church, which has opposed any liberalization and has also opposed the legalization of abortion and contraceptives. So I am mistaken. If this still has to go through the Senate, like it would through the United States Congress, then this is still up in the air. The title made it seem to me like it actually passed. I really hope, for the sake of these women, that this does actually pass the Senate as well. Around 78.8% of the Philippines population identify as Catholic, according to the latest census conducted in 2020. Recent years have seen liberal lawmakers make inroads against this conservatism. In 2012, they passed the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act, also known as the RH Law, which provided universal access to contraception and family planning advice, though the law was staunchly resisted by conservative members of Congress who have thrown various obstacles in the way of its implementation. The Philippines also still has some of the most restrictive abortion laws in the world, which do not contain any clear exceptions, though the Philippine Commission on Human Rights last year expressed its support for the decriminalization of abortion. The attitudes of the most conservative Catholics do seem to be out of step with the changing public attitudes to divorce. In 2005, 43% of Filipinos supported legalizing divorce for irreconcilably separated couples, according to surveys conducted by the local pollster Social Weather Stations, compared to 45% who disagreed. By 2017, 53% say they were in favor of legalizing divorce, with only 32% opposed. Not everyone is lucky enough to be in a marriage that's ideal and will surely last a lifetime. One be divorcee told Business World. While everyone dreams of marrying their Prince Charming, there are people like me who thought they had their knight in shining armor, only to find out he was actually a devil in disguise. So this is the hyperlink. This is the article that hyperlink took me to. We want to be free. Filipinos demand the right to divorce because making people stay together is wild. And this is an article from last May. Last May. So I'm glad that they're at least moving in the right direction. So the only remedy for people in the Philippines is getting an annulment. And that could take a lot of time, and they have to go through all of this whole process. The legal process is slow and expensive. Cases can cost as much as $10,000 or more in a country plagued by poverty with no guarantee of success, and some people seeking a faster result fall for online scams. This one, I don't understand why it has to be this difficult, said Sigbonga, who has spent 11 years trying to get out of a marriage that her parents forced her into after she became pregnant. So, forced marriages suck, and making people stay in these forced marriages seems akin to like being a prisoner. This sounds terrible. Anyways, I hope that these women get some remedy and hopefully they can get away because being forced into a marriage sounds like hell. Anyways, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what is going on in your particular country. I am thankful for this global community, and we're speaking about global issues that impact women all over. Jump in the comments, like, comment, share.